Hi friends, in this video we want to invite you along on an adventure that we took last week, a coastal camping trip with 16 amazing young people from our community and another couple who came to help chaperone.
So amidst all the other activities that go on during summer, our youth always look forward to their camping trip, and it's been our pleasure over the years to go camping with many groups of young people. I gotta say, I'm at the point now where leaving the luxury of my own bed and hot running water and heading into the wilds has lost a bit of its luster. But we do it because it's of great value to see the young people, come alive out in nature and rally around as a group, and also just to be out there in the immense beauty of God's creation.
And not very far from here, we have amazing places to explore, from rainforest to rock formations to the coast.
So after leaving home at a reasonably early hour, our first stop was in the Gibraltar Range National Park, where we have some absolutely exquisite rainforests.
We drove down the magnificent Coachwood Drive to the Washpool camping area in search of the elusive lyrebird. And there he was. We got to observe him at close range, scratching around for his breakfast while we enjoyed our own.
Yeah, and thanks to Rufus, the young man who, together with his wife, accompanied us, and Rufus is a fantastic nature photographer and took many of the pictures that you see in close-up. From the rainforest, we went across the range and down the other side toward Grafton, but before reaching Grafton, we turned left and went to the small village of Copmanhurst on the Mann River. None of us had ever been there before.
Yeah, new for both of us.
And it was a neat experience to chuck a couple canoes in the water, let the kids explore, enjoy the river. Didn't catch any fish or anything, but it was a nice place to cool off and enjoy lunch.
Gorgeous. So from there we went through Grafton and south toward Minnie Waters, where our campsite was located. Our campsite's called Illaroo, and none of the students had been there, so that made it extra special. And it's located right on the coast in a literal rainforest. So you get that mix of forest and ocean and sand.
We all pitched in to unload the vehicles and get camp set up. Norann and the team got a fire going and started cooking a delicious feast for dinner. And then, predictably enough, it began to rain.
So then we had a very creative and enjoyable evening under the beautiful pavilion, and listening to the sound of the rain and each other's laughter and making up games and eating great food. It was fantastic.
Embracing ourselves for a night of very broken rest.
I was worried about the tents, but they held beautifully. It was actually gorgeous to listen to the sound of rain mingled with the sound of waves.
The next day was blissful. We just enjoyed being at the beach, swimming, bodyboarding, playing volleyball, doing a bit of fishing.
Beachcombing, looking at the beautiful tidal pools. It was just
magical.
Yeah. The sun actually came out on the second day, which meant I could start my 8-hour spaghetti sauce around noon.
Yeah, Norann's 8-hour spaghetti sauce was destroyed by the boys and girls in about 15 minutes flat. While we were at the campfire that evening, we noticed a dingo on the edge of our campsite, and then two. And as we sat there enjoying each other's company, these two wild dogs were circling our camp, quite inquisitive and friendly, or so we assumed.
Assumed, yeah. In the morning when I went outside to find my sandals, which I'd left outside the tent, one of them was missing. And I found it about 12 feet off into the bushes. And I suspect the dingo had hauled it away.
On the third and final day of our adventure, we went a few kilometers north to the beautiful little coastal village of Wooli on the Wooli River. They say it's so beautiful, they named it twice.
In the local indigenous language, Wooli means the place where two waters meet, and we got to see that, actually, the river running into the ocean, and it's quite exquisite.
The first thing we did when we got there was put our canoes in the river and go for a paddle. We had to fight the current and the tide for a bit, but it was pretty easy going. There's a nice channel where the local boats can go, but the rest of the river is basically sand flats. And so we saw lots of fish and wildlife, and it was a pristine morning and very beautiful.
We also swam at Wooli's beautiful beach and picnicked before heading home late in the evening, tired and happy.
One of the things we enjoy about taking young people camping is seeing them outside of their comfort zones.
Yes.
And getting to watch individuals in a group setting respond to the challenges that invariably come along when you're outdoors, and just how each of them adapts.
Yes, and one of the things I see that they build is teamwork, creativity, coming up with a lot of problem solving, especially when there's things like a lot of rain or mud or things that they aren't expecting.
And for all of us, no matter our age, to get out in creation, to stand in front of the vast ocean and contemplate it, then to stare into a tidal pool and see a sea anemone and, you know, little hermit crabs, all just gives you a sense of wonder and perspective.
I agree, and sharing this land with our students is always a joy. I see new things every time we travel, and it's amazing to take them from the paddocks through the rainforest and down to the coast and just see every kind of iteration of creation.
And maybe it's just me, but there's nothing like roughing it for a couple nights, sleeping in a tent or a swag to make me appreciate the comfort of my own bed.
Agreed.
And the niceties of a warm shower.
And to me, the ultimate gift that camping gives us is the memories that it creates.
Absolutely. Things that we can take with us into life. As Dostoevsky tells us, even one good memory from childhood may be enough to hold us through. So speaking of rain, if we sit here much longer, we're going to get soaked. We'll wrap this up. Friends, thanks for being with us. If you enjoyed the video, please like it, subscribe to the channel so you stay up to date as we manage to release content. And more importantly, join us in the conversation in the comments. Let us know where you've been camping in the past or where you like to go now, what's worked, what hasn't. We'd love to hear it.
Thank you, and we'll talk again soon.
Bye for now.
Bye.